strong, yeah, I've been moving mountains. Circle tight and ain't no way around it.
Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back. Y'all, a lot has happened. We're gonna go into detail about why I've been gone as long as I've been gone, okay? Let me get my other phone. Cause I just wanna find out what today is real quick. Today is, what? Today is 11:01. Today's 11:01. Today is January 28th. And we back. So I'm probably gonna post my question and answer video before this one. I'm about to film that one in a minute. I'm gonna get myself together and I'm gonna film that video. But I just did my nails yesterday too. Y'all know when I was in the hospital and all that. We're gonna get into all that. But basically, like, I got coronavirus and me and my daughter, we got really sick. We deal with, like, I used to call it mental illness. Illness isn't a good word I like to use. Like, illness makes it seem like we're ill. Let me sit down. Hold up. I have a chair. Why don't I use my chair? But yeah, I don't know. I like it better when I stand up for some reason. I like the way I look. So let me stand up. I'm getting so off track. Anyways, me and my daughter, we went to the hospital. Well, we didn't go to the hospital. But, what am I trying to say here? Get it together, Juju. Get it together. Okay. Me and my daughter, we had the coronavirus. And we struggled with everybody still struggles. We still struggle with it sometimes, but I'm gonna get into all that. We deal with mental indifferences. So sometimes my dad told me, I don't know, if y'all do your research on that, you can go double back and look at your research if you need to. But he told me that sometimes you have the coronavirus, it also breaks the nervous system down and stuff. So it can trigger your mental indifferences to get even worse, basically, is what he said. So that's what I've been dealing with. It got really bad. It got really, really bad. Like, I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't really eating like that. And my fluids were low. And sleep was low. And mixed with some other stuff, which I'll get more into detail on that, I ended up in the hospital. And I was fighting for my life in there. They didn't have me hooked up to any monitors or anything when this happened, so they don't even know. But I was in the room with my cousin, Brianna. I love her so much. I love all my family, like, and all my friends. Like, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know where I would be in God. Like, God first. But in the trying times, I was seeking my friends and my family and therapists, and all that was cool and dandy, and that's fine because they're there for comfort and they're there to help us. But I didn't realize that somebody that I had lost along the way was God. I lost God along the way. Not 2014, I think in 2008, because I was in 8th grade. That's how I would remember what year it was. In 2008, I started going to church. It was 2008 or 2007. I think it was 2008. I started going to church with my friend, and I stopped going to church with my friend because of drama. I left the church because of drama. That stirred me away. I didn't want to go to a drama church, and I just stopped going. And I had found God. I got saved there, and then I kind of lost God along the way. Like, still always believed in God, but just I wasn't as, like, as hip as I am now. Like, I wasn't as hip as I am now. I know that sounds crazy to say it like that, but that's the truth. Like, I just wasn't as hip as I am now. I found God again. And in that moment where I felt like I was about to die, like, I went to sleep. And I was struggling to wake up. Whether anybody knows that or not, they had me and my cousin like in this little room. They said my fluids were low and I needed to get sleep. But they didn't have me hooked up to a monitor or anything. I'm still finding that weird. Like, why wasn't I hooked up to a monitor? But I guess that's just their procedure. That's what they do. Let me drink some water, y'all. You gotta get your H2O, y'all. I mean, that's what I was gonna say, y'all. Y'all gonna see the real deal. Like, this is me. I got my little lashes, my little lip gloss on. That's it. Little breakouts. You wanna know why? Because I wasn't taking my vitamins when I was in the hospital, dealing with stress, no sleep. Those are things that can cause breakouts. Like, my skin was clearing up. I was doing good, taking my vitamins, drinking my water. Gallon a day. You need that. We need that. All of us do. This is crazy because I wasn't even supposed to be talking about all this, but here I am talking about all this. It was supposed to be like a whole nother video. It was supposed to be like a, I don't know. It was supposed to be like a sit down and like I was going to get dolled up and all this, but who cares? Who cares? It's just about the message. But anyways, I get so sidetracked. Sorry, y'all. I was fighting for my life in there. I was struggling. I have chills right now. I thought that I was about to die. I was trying to wake up and I couldn't wake up. And I was just like, please. I think I was like, please, God, like, let me wake up, like in my head. And I woke up and I was so happy. I remember just being so happy. Like, I just remember being like, oh my God, like I'm awake. Like, he gave me another chance. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional. I'm not sorry, but like, this is just real. This is real life. This is what happened to me. And I knew that he gave me another chance to get it right. You know what I'm saying? To get life right. I was doing some things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. I'll get into more detail on that later. Doing some things I probably shouldn't have been doing. And it sometimes we go through things in life and it's like, I feel like God is slapping our hand. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, that's not, he tries to show us like if something's supposed to be done or not. Like, I started smoking and I'm not supposed to smoke. Like, I say I'm not supposed to smoke because chemical imbalance. You know what I'm saying? I already go through stuff mentally, and my brother, he went through stuff mentally. He started to smoke and do all this stuff, and he ended up with schizophrenia. It changed his whole life. Like, he was doing so good. He graduated and he was about to like do big things, and it's like it's just like something happened and like everything took a turn and like his whole life is different now. And I'm breaking the generational curse. I'm sorry, as I'm talking, I'm just realizing more like we are breaking the generational curse. Not just me, you are too. Because you're gonna do your best and you're gonna get through whatever you're going through. We're gonna do it together. All of us are gonna do it together. Not just me, everybody. I'm just so excited. Like, but I was in the hospital. I was fighting for my life, and God gave me another chance to survive. He was like, you got this time, but I need you to do it a little bit better. He was like, I need you to try harder. I want you to eat. I was fasting. I lost weight really fast. I lost 60 pounds in 1 year. And it's okay to lose weight like that if you want to, but a drastic weight loss is not really. Take your time. Don't rush. Love yourself. That's the message I'm trying to get across. Like, love who you are. Love the skin you're in. I know it's hard, but you see where I ended up. I ended up in the hospital, almost about to die. But that wasn't just because I was trying to be a certain way or look a certain way. I was also dealing with bipolar disorder and going through a manic episode. And that's where you just, you don't have the need for sleep. For some reason, I had the need to eat either. I don't know if that's like a part of it, but it's like your mind is just like racing. You pace a lot. You can sleep for like maybe 2 hours and you're good. Like, you could probably sleep for like 2 hours and you feel fully rested. You know what I'm saying? Those are signs of like a manic episode. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? God made us the way that we are for a reason, and everything happens for a reason. And I'll go into more detail about my journey. We're going to have a whole mental health channel. So I was like, I got on here to do an unboxing for my Sony. I just bought a new camera, you guys. That's what I got on here to do. But for some reason, my mind just took off. As you guys noticed, I was talking about I was in the hospital, couldn't take my vitamins. That's why my face is breaking out. What else was I saying? Basically, for me right now, history is repeating itself. In 2014, I went through a lot of this same stuff. And God has given me a chance to do over. I did this in 2014. I lost a lot of weight. I was counting my calories and doing all that. And that is the way you can lose weight, but which I get into all that too, count your calories, but you don't want to rush it. You don't want to do it too fast because that can lead to health issues and depression and all other types of stuff. Just over worrying and overthinking about like what your appearance looks like. And I've struggled with that. You guys seen on my channel, like I've struggled like, oh my God, my forehead is too big. Like, look at me now. I'm embracing my forehead. This is what God gave me. This is what my mama gave me. Well, my mama didn't give me a big forehead. I don't know. I don't think my mom got a big forehead. I don't think my daddy got a big forehead. I don't know, but I got a big forehead. You guys, I'm just so happy. Like, it's just like I'm this new person. Like I told you, I was reborn again. And like I just, ever since I woke up in that hospital and I was so happy, and I woke back up with confidence. And like God, when I was reborn again in the same hospital I was born in. I was born in this hospital. I was born in this hospital. And I was reborn again in the same hospital. You can't tell me that ain't God. You can't tell me that ain't God. I don't know. I don't care what nobody say. That's God. That's God. He gave me another chance to figure this out so I could change things of how it's been, where it used to be in the past in my family. And I'm going to do, not only just me, but we're all going to do. My family, my sister, my cousin, like everybody in my family, my cousins, my brother, like we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. All my brothers, like it's not over. They said that God said we can live over 100 years. Don't rush the process. I know I'm getting off track. Don't rush what's going on. We go through trials and tribulations, and then we have triumphs. You know what I mean? Like, this is what and I feel like I just want to say thank you to my Aunt Sunny and my Aunt Stormy. I want to say thank you to everybody. Like, I can't name everybody, but like, it's just the guidance for me. Like when I'm feeling like I'm low, or I'm feeling like I'm getting lost, or I'm drifting and things aren't going how I want them to go, it's like I have somebody to call on to help me. I have God, but I also have my family and my friends. They're there to help you and comfort you and guide you. And so is God. And I pray so ever since I've been reborn. He's with me, because I'm not just talking to him when I'm going through my hard times anymore. When I lost God, I was only praying when it got so bad. And I mean so bad where I didn't want to be here no more bad. But I knew I didn't want to take my life because I didn't have the guts to do that. But I just felt like it was so hard. I felt defeated. I felt lost. I felt like I acquired generalized anxiety disorder. Like something triggered in me. Sorry guys, I need to drink some tea. Something triggered in me in October. Sorry, I'm hitting my calendar. In October of last year, it triggered my first manic episode. And I tried to seek help. Help wasn't there. I tried to go to a hospital and they just kept making me feel like I was taking some hardcore drugs like crack or I don't know, like crazy stuff. Now I was dabbling in weed. And that's something I shouldn't have done. And it's crazy because in 2014, I smoked for the first time ever. I was drinking and I was underage and I was drinking. I shouldn't have been drinking. And I remember cracking my tooth in 2014 on an Absolute bottle outside the club. You know that they got the glass bottles. And I threw the bottle back, y'all, and I cracked my tooth. Nobody else could see it. But I know that was God. Like, I got plans for you, girl. You're not supposed to be underage drinking. That's not what you're supposed to do. I mean, I know people do it all the time, but that's not what we're supposed to do, right? We're not supposed to be under 21 drinking. What else? Sorry, y'all. I chipped my tooth. Y'all know when I went to the hospital? I was just at the hospital January 13th. Oh yeah, y'all. I started getting sick off the liquor. I was like, I don't know. I was eating and stuff, but for some reason I started to throw up this yellow, what is it called? Bile. Now I gotta look it up. Yellow stuff you throw up. Okay. Yep, it certainly can be. Yellow vomit is just stomach acid. When you don't have any food in your stomach, but you're still throwing up. When you don't have it, but it's inevitable that you're still vomiting. The only thing left is, okay, bile. So I guess I wasn't really eating enough. Literally, history is repeating itself. Last year, I lost all that weight. 60 pounds in a year is a drastic weight loss. Not even a year. It didn't even take me a year. Yellow vomit is just stomach acid. So I was throwing up because I wasn't, I remember. I was eating like turkey meat, like ground turkey with like some romaine lettuce, and then I would drink liquor. Like I wasn't eating enough. I was starving myself. Let's just say that. I was starving myself. I didn't know it then, but now I'm like, I was starving myself. And I got sick off the liquor. Bile is acid produced by your stomach to help break down your food. So then I started throwing up bile. Wow. And then I was like, well, liquor is not for me. I was supposed to do it anyway, but it wasn't that. I was starving myself. And I was like, let me try to smoke weed. Because I never smoked weed in my life. I was 19 at the time. I never even drank any type of liquor until 18. And it was only because the people around me were doing it. Like I was a kid when I grew up. I was influenced with everything. When I was growing up, I was like the goody two-shoes kid because that's how my dad raised me. I mean, that's how you're supposed to get raised. To be good, you know what I mean? And do good and make the right decisions and I have the best dad in the world. Like, I have the best mom, too. I have the best family. Like, I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Just make I'm literally realizing this while I'm on camera with you guys, that I didn't like to curse. I didn't want to curse. I didn't want to drink, smoke. I was not into that. That wasn't me. I got influenced. Well, I didn't get influenced. I was talking to somebody in the 10th grade that used to curse a lot. And I mean, he used to curse a lot. One of my ex-boyfriends. And I started cursing because that's just what I heard. It's not like he told me to do it. But I kept hearing it and I was around it. So I was cursing a lot. And ever since then, I kind of just cursed a lot. And I've been trying to stop now. And I'm like being reborn again. And this makes sense. When you're reborn, it's like you get to start over. So I'm able to start over right now. This is so great. Thank you, God. Like, you have to give him the praise. If you're going through a hard time right now, I promise you it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's getting better for me. Like, you just have to be patient. God takes us in these dark places sometimes because we're making those decisions to do maybe the wrong thing. Maybe that's not what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to show us, like, that's not what I got planned for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. I got bigger plans for you. He got bigger plans for us. I already feel like I know what I'm supposed to do, and that's talk about this right now to you. That was my purpose. And I went through all these things because God wants me, he wants me to, not he wanted me, he still wants me to talk about this and let you guys know that it's gonna be okay. Like, I am a walking testimony. We're all walking testimonies. Even if you don't think you are, you are. Because whatever you're going through right now, you have a story to tell and you can save lives with that story. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're still here, you're still living, you're still breathing, that lets me know that you're strong. Because all of the hard stuff you went through, you're getting through it. Because we've all been through stuff. We all have our own stuff. But we're getting through it. We're doing it right now. We're doing it. Keep going. Don't give up. Because if you give up, who's watching you? A friend, family member, you're hurting them. You know what I mean? Like, I said before, like, I understand why people do suicide because life is hard. I don't judge. I don't. But I take that back. I'm taking that off record. That was the old me. This is me reborn again. And this is me saying, like, don't do it. It's somebody out there that loves you. There's a lot of people out here that love you. There's a lot of people out here that love you. And I mean, love you. I love you. Even if I don't know you, I love you because I want you to be here. You have a purpose. Don't go. You can't. This world is too beautiful. Just take your time. Don't rush. Spend more time with family. Family number one. No. Spend more time with God. Spend more time with family. Spend more time with friends. You know what I'm saying? People are watching you. Every decision you make, there's somebody watching you. We have little ones watching us right now. If I were to take my life back in November, when I went to go get on medicine, how would that have been with Ava? How would Ava's life would have been? Ava's life would have been hard. And I'm sorry I'm getting emotional because I just can't even believe that, like, it got that bad. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some tissue, because I always just cried. I just wipe my tears with, I don't even know what, but something. Our babies need us, most importantly. We are living for them. They are the future. Our children are the future. We are the future. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna stop. We're gonna end this. And it starts now. Okay? Today. Everything's gonna be okay. Whenever I was feeling at my lowest and I felt like I didn't want to be here, everybody was there for me, but physically, my dad helped me so much. If it wasn't for him, like, I don't know where I would be. Like, everybody helped me, but my dad just, he's such a great person. I always feel like I just have the best dad in the world. I know everybody probably like feels like that, but I just feel like I have the best dad ever. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, he just always did right by me. He's just such a great person. He's always helping other people before he helps himself. Sorry. I love him so much. He's my best friend. And talk to your parents. That's something that I struggle with, like, not really being open with my dad with a lot of stuff. And like this year when I got reborn, I'm like more open. I'm not scared of opinions. I don't care anymore. I used to just care what people think. I don't care anymore. When I was reborn again, God gave me confidence. Everybody knows how shy I am. Or how shy I was. When I was reborn again, God gave me confidence. He gave me confidence. That's the word. That's the best word. I can walk in the store and I can just talk to anybody. I have no fear in my heart. I have no fear in my heart that makes me feel uneasy about it. God healed me from a lot of things. Like, he healed me. And all the pain and the suffering, yeah, like it gets hard. But when you pray and you ask God for forgiveness of whatever you've done, and you talk to him and you just tell him how much you love him. Don't just pray when you're in a time of need. Pray when you get small victories, small gains. The smallest gains. Thank you for this water. Like, I'm thirsty. Thank you for allowing me to have this water right now. You know what I mean? Thank you for putting all my friends that I met off a tag into my life, because I know they're a big reason of still why I'm here. Everybody, my family, my friends, and God, y'all helped save me. Individually, it's not, you go into church and you get saved. You're saved by God, right? Individual people can help save you too. You know that? Individual people can help save you, whether you know that or not. My aunt, let me run it back. When I was but because I never really had the guts to do it, but I don't know. My therapist told me to go to this beach, like if I'm ever feeling down or anything like that. And I was really going through it. Let me tell you, Friday, it was a Friday. I don't know, some Friday in November. I can't remember, think of the day. It was a couple weeks before Ava's birthday. No, it was in October. Ava's birthday is November the 4th. in October, it was a hard month for me. Like, y'all didn't see me on social media, and I was gone, and I came back super duper small because I wasn't eating, and like even smaller than I was. I was doing the weight loss, and everybody's like, oh, you've been working out, you've been doing so good, and da da da. It's like, I wasn't working out. I couldn't because I had this generalized anxiety disorder, and my heart rate was crazy. And every time I try to work out, it was like I'm out of breath, and it's just like, I don't know. And like I was telling y'all, I was smoking, and I wasn't supposed to do that last summer. Oh, let me tell y'all, let me run it back. Everywhere. In 2014, I smoked. I was like, you know what? Everybody else says this and that about smoking, like it's the thing, da da da, whatever. I'm gonna try it. The first time I smoked, I was super paranoid. Like, I was giggling and I was laughing. That's how I knew I was high. But I was around people that I wasn't comfortable with. Everybody's different, you know? If you smoke and it helps you, that's you. You know? It helps a lot of people with a lot of mental indifferences, honestly. But for me, that wasn't for me. When you have that chemical imbalance in your head, sometimes it can trigger things. And you don't know, unless you're getting it from like a dispensary, you really don't know. And it wasn't legal where I was at, right? So I'm not saying that it was laced or anything, but I think that was just God telling me, like, this isn't your part of your plan. This isn't what, this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. So I smoked and I was paranoid and I was like, I'm never doing that again. I don't want to do it again. But I let somebody convince me, like, oh, if you smoke, it'll get better. Like, the more you do it, you'll get used to it. And if you feel like something's not for you, then it's not for you. Just don't do it again. If you got a feeling, let me get some more lip gloss, y'all. It's like my lips is just soaking it right up. If you got a feeling that something ain't right, then it ain't right. That feeling you got, the intuition you got, I feel like that's God. I feel like that's God trying to guide us and show us, like, that's not where it's at. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I smoked again because they kept saying all that stuff. I hit a gravity bong. That was dumb, right? Like, why did I do that? That was stupid. They say don't do that unless you're like super experienced. I did it. I had an out-of-body experience in 2014. I was in the bathroom. I remember that vividly. Y'all know my memory is really not that great sometimes, but I remember that. I would never forget that. I remember splashing water on my face in the bathroom, trying to like not freak out because I was freaking out. I thought I was about to die. And hallucinating, right? Or was I? Because the next thing you know, when I'm splashing water over my face and I think I'm about to die, I feel like I know my spirit left my body. I saw myself splash, out of body experience. I saw myself splashing water on my face. I was outside of my body, like I was over here, right? This is where I was standing at. But the sink was right here, right? No. The sink, I know it's a little messy. Hold up. The sink is right here, right? This is me standing here, right? This is me, the chair, my actual flesh. But my spirit was right here, right? And I watched myself splash water on my face. Splashing water. Trying to tell myself, like, girl, like, you're okay. Everything's okay. And I don't know what that was, but I wasn't supposed to be doing that. I wasn't supposed to be smoking because that's what happened to my brother. Like, my brother, he smoked. His drugs were laced. Not to say that what I smoked was laced. I was like, God trying to tell me, like, hey, We don't do that. We don't need to do that. So I asked my best friend, Javen. Javen, if you're watching, what up? He's still my best friend till today. You know what I'm saying? Ride or die since the 6th grade. That's my first guy best friend and my longest guy best friend since the 6th grade, since 2006. We've almost been friends for 20 years. In 2026, it'll be 20 years, bro. Wow, this is crazy. God puts people in your life for a reason. You know that? And he takes people out of your life for a reason. So if you've, lost anybody lately and I say lost, I don't mean like to death. I mean like if somebody just stopped talking to you or isn't your friend anymore or something like that, don't feel like it's your fault. Now, if you know it's your fault, apologize. But if it was something that was out of your control, that's because they're not meant to be in your life. I had to figure that out. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means they're not supposed to be in your life right now. Because God has a bigger plan for you. It's something else going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They need to worry about them and you need to worry about you. God got a plan for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not, it's not your place right now. It's not your time right now. That's all. I had my little crisis Sebring 2001, you feel me? Like, feeling myself. Y'all got my car in 11th grade, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't like to drive to school for some reason. I would ride on the bus because I loved my bus driver. I felt like she was my best friend. I need to check on her because it's been a minute. But yeah, everybody's making fun of me. In 12th grade, I had a car, but I wasn't driving to school. I would get on the cheese wagon because, I don't know, I love my bus driver and I wanted to save money on gas, y'all. I had a job and everything, but I want to spend my money on gas. So I was like, nah, I want to spend my money on shopping. That's what I was in. I would spend my check as soon as I got it. Not supposed to do that. But you know how we are when we're kids. We don't know no better. Even though my dad was telling me, he was like, girl, you need to stop. Like, that's not how you spend your money. Then he taught me the value of $1 and then I figured it out. My mind is shifting and I needed to stay still. Oh, nobody would drive my car. I didn't like nobody drive my car and play by my car. I don't care if it was used, abused, I don't care. I needed that car. That was my car. That was my baby. But that night, I asked my friend to drive my car. I was about to tell him to take me to the hospital, but some told me not to do that. So I was scared. I thought I was dying. I told y'all that. And I don't know. Maybe I was. Like I told you, I had that out-of-body experience where my whole spirit left my flesh. Like, I know that's what happened. That's what I feel happened anyway. So, I asked my homeboy, I was like, yeah, drive my car for me. Take me back to the dorms. I want to go to the hospital, but some told me not to do that because I was scared. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen at the hospital. And he drove my car back to the dorms, and I was like, can you please stay with me? Can you stay with me? You know what I'm saying? In these times, I wasn't seeking God. These are some times that I probably should have seen God. You should see God all the time. You know what I'm saying? When you feel happy, when you feel sad, when you feel all the time, he's your best friend. Talk to him. You know what I mean? And I know some of y'all gonna probably want to unfollow me. Some of y'all are gonna be like, this girl's crazy. She's just making stuff up. You're all entitled to your own opinion. But this is what happened to me, and I'm not scared to talk about my testimony. I'm not scared to talk about the things that I've been through because I feel like it's going to save somebody's life. We all have that full circle moment. I already had that. January 13th of 2022, I was reborn again, and I had my full circle moment after that.
The shorty's mad, I got him pouting, but I I don't really care nothing about it. I do this shit, nah, I ain't new